Oh, oops. I need to actually capture the window. Okay. Woohoo! Finally released. It's the Mega Man Starforce Legacy Collection.
Listen, saw it with my own eyes. That Bud kid grilled up Taurus into a burger and ate him.
Oh man, so I was pretty excited for this Legacy Collection. I mean, I have just emulated all of the games in this series, and I had 1 and 3 on the actual DS. Well, I had 1, my brother had 3, but luckily 3 had 2 save files, so I played 3. Um, but anyway, initially I was thinking I would stream this, and then I got it downloaded, and it's like, nah, I don't want to stream it. I just want to play it. And then it's like, oh, but I want to talk about it, and I've played it enough times that I can, talk and play at the same time. Yeah. So I'm gonna start with 1 because obviously you start with 1. I didn't realize Mega Man Star Force 3 had a different logo. I don't remember that. Was that a Japanese only thing and they just updated the American one, or maybe it always did and I just don't remember that. Okay, anyway. Pegasus. Pegasus was my version as a kid, and this annoys people, but it's the canon version. Come on, he's blue. He's blue. He's the blue bomber. He's. Oh wait, it auto saved. Oh, can you have multiple save files? Yeah, they added autosave, which is interesting. They did a lot in this collection. Like, I didn't really pay attention to any of the reveals and stuff, but I know they did quite a bit, like, more than even the Battle Network collection, which is amazing because you'd think they'd put more effort into the Battle Network collection. But I guess they were kind of building off that as a base. I'm not going to skip the story or anything because it's been long enough since I played this that I'd like to see it again. But I won't be like reading the text boxes out loud or anything. So I turned off all the filters and the high resolution art because um, first off, on the actual game screen, this looks horrible, and then I don't know. I don't like the new character illustrations. I don't know. Are they AI upscaled or something? Because I'll keep the battle cards on updated, but I have a feeling I'll turn that off too. But I've dealt with all my controls. I made the I remapped my controller to be more or less a DS controller. So A, B, X, Y are in the DS order. Uh, with the actual glyphs. So I'm remapping it through Steam input. Oh, this is funny. So she tells you to introduce yourself. And it fades to black. And then it fades back in. They got rid of the screen where you get to enter your name. which I find funny. Maybe I need to turn up the audio just a little bit. Okay. Although I guess the music hasn't started. Yeah, they got rid of the name input for some reason, which, I mean, it was I guess it was for online features mostly, and the online features are sort of detached from the main games now, it seems. Or I guess the multiplayer features, not the online features, and the multiplayer features are all attached to your like Steam account now, I think, is how it works. Yeah, and I had to change. The menu is set to is set to Y by default, so I changed it to X, so it's actually on the top button of my controller. Yeah, the online button here is gone because they moved that to the main menu. What am I looking for? I'm looking for email. Okay, pressing the left stick in changes the top screen. I don't know how I feel about the upscaled art for the cards. I don't know if that's like... I think it looks better than the portraits, but I'll keep it for now. Oh yeah, it looks way better than the portraits do. I'll keep the higher quality art. This might be like... I think maybe the portrait art is like AI, and the battle card art is real, like original art. I'm not sure about that, but... Woo! Obviously, they fixed the horrible text font from the original release. I mean, it's horrible in a different way now, but... Explain. Wow, holding B really skips through the dialogue fast in this game. Way faster than in Battle Network. Okay. OBS looks really choppy, and I want to make sure it's not choppy on my actual YouTube stream. I hope that's OBS just like saving bandwidth or RAM or whatever. Okay. Okay, it doesn't look choppy on the actual stream. Alright, that's all good. School, huh? Now for some annoying people to annoy me. I don't know if I'll end up streaming this entire game, but I wanted to at least stream the beginning so I could talk about it and not look insane talking to myself in my room. Instead, I'm looking insane talking to myself on the internet. Okay, yeah, see, it's got my Steam name there. Man, what should I write? What's my secret? What's my secret? Mega Man. What an annoying woman. You know what? Changing that with the left stick is annoying. Is there a way to... Screen scroll? Toggle screens. Swap screens. Okay, I guess... Oh yeah, they put this in. That's actually kind of... I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, it really is kind of cool, though. So far, there hasn't been any touchscreen crap, so we'll see how that goes. Although I don't think there's been any touchscreen stuff yet in the actual DS game, so... Geo's dead, the game's over. I've never quite understood that. Why give him a name and then give him a different name? I guess they want to make the first name sound more alien. But I know that his name is Warrock in the Japanese version. Do they explain the viruses in the second and third games? Because in this one they're aliens. But are they like from Moo in the second one and from Noise in the third one? Yeah, I don't get why he's carrying just a blank card. Oh, here it comes. Thank you, tutorial monster. Now I shall become the Mega Man. Whoa! He did not talk in the original game. That was unexpected. I like the idea of him talking to himself by like putting a fist at his face. Or talking to Mega. Omegazus. Okay, so they made the wave holes just work by pressing A, which is pretty good. What, I can't wander around? But what if I want to grab... Oh, is there no mystery data loaded? That's interesting. Okay. I guess they don't want you to grab items or whatever, but they also prevent you from going the wrong direction. So this is how they in the original game you had to touch the screen to do this. It's time. It's time for the tutorial. There they are. The tutorial creatures. 3 Mets on a triangle. Man, I don't use face cam, but I'm like I'm smiling. I've been smiling this whole time. Alright. Not restricted to the DS's resolution, so our 3D models can be fully shown. Okay, thank goodness. They didn't change it to work like the third one where you can pick in the same row by default. The DX fan patch did that, and I was not a fan because it's like... The reason you can do that in the third one is because, oh man, I don't like that. The gray... Okay, you can't see it on the stream. Well, maybe you can. But there's like a 1 pixel line that isn't grayed out on each of these. The DX fan patch changed it so that you can pick in the same row. And I mean, that whole patch did change everything about the game, so it made it a lot harder, so it's fine, but I don't know. It just felt wrong. Do they really expect you to be using the left stick? It's a DS game. You use the D-pad.
Bring it on.
Omega talked.
Okay. All according to plan.
Oh man, is he gonna be talking the whole time? Is there a way to make Geo shut up? There we go. Okay, I was just wondering if you'd told me about Mega Attack yet. I don't know if I like bonus cards or full synchro better for countering. I mean, obviously you don't get to choose other than just playing 2 completely different games, but I think I like the bonus cards more. Because it's not quite as busted, but it's interesting. Although I guess when they start giving like Giga attacks... I don't know if it's just my screen. I don't think it is just my screen, because even when I move the window about, it stays that way. The font they're using just has like random weird bumps on it. I'm like talking right next to the mic, so it probably just sounded weird. I don't know what's up with this font. I don't know why it looks like that. I didn't know there was an arranged option there. I'm going to keep it on original, though. Oh, that's awesome. I'm going to turn that on. And I'm going to turn that on. Everything else stays the way it is. We could surround ourselves with Sonias. We can surround ourselves with garbage. That's definitely a Starforce 3 wallpaper. That's pretty cool. I don't know why you'd choose that. Well, I do know why you'd choose that one. I'm not going to, though. I like the space background. Well, I was looking for a font option, but doesn't seem to be one. Like, there's no way it's like an AI upscaled font, right? That would be stupid. Like, they would just do what they did in the last one and put in a new font. It's got to be like some sort of dyslexia font or something, right? Or maybe it's because 1080 was the default. It should look fine at 1080p. I'm going to play with that way too much. Friends, huh? I can't stand this font. It's like wavy for no reason. Wii remote and nunchuck right there. Gotta turn that bad boy on. Never look at the sun through a telescope, apparently. Did I say skunk cabbage? Oops. I was trying to click on the speaker, but apparently you can't. Honestly, I'm pretty sure these are worse than the Battle Network games about you have to click everything. I've never liked that method of exploration. Oh. Email. Alright. Wow. Oh, okay. That's awesome. You can just click the ciphers and get them. I won't do that until I've beaten like the final boss or something. Oh, okay. Well, I'll do. Okay, I sent that top one. I wonder if that's all the ciphers, or if there's other ones that you can still enter. I just want to clear the new mails. Oh, but I wanted to read this one. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's just an item. So that's fine to get. I feel like you can get an item here, but maybe not. Zach's house. I can go and get the Battle Network Buster. Let's go. You know what's weird about the DS Mega Man games is that both of them, ZX and Starforce, were about people transforming like like Power Rangers. Alright, so now I get to actually explore. Okay, this is... I like that. I like this. Probably should have shielded. I need to practice using the shield. I've never been good at using the shield. Because I'm too Battle Network brained, but I do like these games, but I'm too Battle Network brained, especially at the moment. Firing's a good card. I do think it's kind of interesting that the like they were trying to do something that's like with the plot that's like humans have forgotten Navis or whatever. Because like the Navis still exist, but they're like cards that don't really interact with you and beings that just sort of walk around. Ah. Oh, you know what? I don't have to walk around every portion of this stupid comps. I can just find the mystery data. The barrier texture is weird. Yo, daddy, yo. Oh, he's keeping it cool. Because he's a vending machine. Is there mystery data over here? Because there what? Yep, there is mystery data over here now. So that means that that night vista point is like a different map entirely with the same layout. Actually, I saw some recovery chips in here. Gotta love collecting good cards at the beginning of the game and having to pause every 5 seconds. Like, did you see that? The ellipses was uneven. Is Radar Missile a good card? I think it's... Yeah, Radar Missile's a weird card. Oh, okay. I hit the max. Can you still walk through these guys? No. Maybe that's the third game only. In one of these games, at least, you can walk through characters by pushing on them for long enough. Unless they changed it, but I can't imagine they would. Oh, I forgot to lock on. No, I don't want to pulse out. Well, maybe I do. There's a guy on the ceiling. Triple delete, baby. It's Grand Wave. Grand Wave is good. Better than these. I got a Chivo for picking all 6 cards. It's interesting that they put in an autosave. Yeah, they did it again. I don't know if that's from me pressing too fast or what, but it's... I don't know. I don't know what they did to do with the font, but they shouldn't have done it this way. Oh, okay. I was trying to talk to the Navi. I didn't read this guy's message. Oh, I already went into this guy's. Oh, yep, there's the Battle Network event. There's a mystery data. Oh, it just starts automatically? Does Mega Man tell me where the data is? Or do I just have to find it? Okay, it's in some comp space. It's always been kind of... I think that was like that in the original release, but it's kind of jarring how there's like no animation for exiting a comp space through the portal. You can kind of tell this game was sort of rushed. For being a rushed game, it's pretty good, but the GBA and DS generation had very short dev times. Where's the mystery data? There's a guy, there's a thing. He crashed into a truck. There he is. I don't remember if he says it here or if I just like made this up in my own head. I'll wait until after the battle to say what I'm about to say, because it's more interesting to comment on it if he actually says it. Okay, yeah, humans that have been infected by EM viruses. I feel like that should come up in the next 2 games, but it doesn't. Because, like, anybody can wave change with a virus. But evilly. Alright, let's see if I can find Rockman EXE's data. Do I have 3 of those yet? I can't remember where it is. I think it might be in the train. It's not, but there is a mystery data here. I really like the method they used. There he is. Okay, it wasn't the train, it was next to the train. I really like the lock-on system that they used, instead of making you, like, drag a cursor around to do a touchscreen thing. Oh man, 3. Do I have like enough cards to deal with 3 of these guys? They aren't too tough. These guys have invincibility because they're programmed in as bosses. Alright. Cool. I'm gonna take the grass stage out. It's not helpful. Because first off, I only have like 1 fire chip card. I guess the heat balls are coming back in, and I'll change that out, and I'll keep those. Okay, I think it only does the weird ellipses thing when I'm mashing A, so that might not be the font. That may be some weird animation thing that I'm skipping. No more mystery data, or mystery waves. I think I got all the data here. I went into all the comps. So back to man, that camera feature is gonna be, I'm gonna be using it all the time, which is, I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I've played these games before, so I don't mind. And also, the Battle Network and Starforce are just like ridiculously full of just maze crap. There he is. It's him. See, this is before my character has even named himself Mega Man, because I decided to do this early. So this is kind of out of order or non-canonical. Alright. Now I've got some really busted crap here. Although this has always weirded me out because the BN Blaster has rapid fire max. Which is weird because in Battle Network, rapid is like the worst stat. Okay, I don't care. Oh, wow, okay. That takes you all the way out of, that takes you all the way out of the game. That's kind of weird. Alright, guess I'm done. What does this song sound like with the, even more annoying. Yeah. That's what you get. The loneliness wave thing is weird. Like, I don't get how that... There's a lot of weird stuff. I mean, it's sci-fi that really wants to have its themes, so I can deal with it, but I don't know. I don't know what these loneliness waves are supposed to be. Is this the next day or is this a couple of days later? I missed that. In-game mares. I don't know. Is that supposed to say something, or is it just nonsense letters? Like, these ones that are nonsense letters almost look like they're supposed to be words. I like how the wave roads are a different color at night. I've always thought Geo's outfit is kind of weird looking. Plus, Geo, like... Geo has the slouch walk. Maybe it's to show how depressed he is. I was thinking about, like, testing something, but I don't feel like it. Like, seeing what happens if I pulse in. Yeah, stop in the middle of the road. Geo rocks. Just because he's so, you know, doesn't want to deal with anybody. Like, I know it's like he's depressed or whatever, but it's funny to me. This is a good way to avoid a truck. Yeah, that's what I'd do. It's time. Maybe I should have waited for a counter. Something about Battle Network and Starforce is that if you're good at the game, you actually don't get a lot of Zenny. Because you get battle chips from battles instead. I didn't even do very well there. Alright, it's time to cause a car wreck. Geostellar causes car wrecks. Alright, time to see, this dungeon is like the most annoying one to emulate, so this is going to be the dungeon that, well, no. Yeah, this is probably the most annoying one. So we'll see if it's, improved. Of course, this should be the easiest one to fix. Okay. That was weird. But I think I know why it was like that. The A and B are switched from how I have them mapped on my controller, which I think, but the X and Y were in the correct spots. I don't know. I won't mess with it. But yeah, they fixed it, and I thought so. It would be an easy fix. Ooh, Gatling. It's way better than this one. Right, I have the BN Buster. I shouldn't be charging, I should be rapid firing. Wonder how they, actually, it's probably just, you can select. I was wondering how they changed the third game. Because it's got the cards that are under other cards that you had to touch with the touch screen, and they probably just made it so that the D-pad will select them. I recognize that scream. I like how the F immunes just like don't have any animations. Tetra key. That means there's 4 of them. Yeah, I have my keypad set up. I have my controller set up so that it's like a Nintendo controller. So A is on the right, and like it's so these aren't these glyphs are weird because they aren't even matching an Xbox controller, and I think that's because I switched which button is the menu to be X instead of Y, and that's why it switched X and Y. But I don't know. Huh, I didn't realize Gatling pushed. Ooh, Tailburner, that's a good card. Didn't realize I had a fire ring. Then let's see. I'll replace that. Okay, this is my own fault for remapping my controller and stuff. So, this is way better than the original release, but I remapped my controller to be weird, so I guess I could just unmap. Actually, probably the easiest way to fix my issues is just for a little while. Oh, you can't change confirm and cancel. I'll go into Steam and undo my mapping. Alright. Okay, this should make it... Oh. Except now, X and Y are back on the correct buttons. Okay, let's see if this actually changes them back. Okay. Alright. Hopefully this fixes this minigame. Okay, it does. But the fact that the controls menu affects this is an interesting insight into how it's even reading the inputs to begin with. Because it's not reading the physical buttons; it's reading the input through the controls handler or whatever. I don't know exactly how it works, but if you have some idea of what I'm talking about, you'll understand. And if you don't, you don't. Oop, firing. I don't know, maybe I should just play with these standard controls, but I really want to use something more like Nintendo-esque controls. And I mean, I could put B on I could just, I don't know. Let's see. I wasn't expecting it to start up so soon. Speed boost. Is there a way to make that speed boost faster? Because it's only barely faster. But yeah, I want to use Nintendo S controls to, you know, match my normal experience of playing these games on the DS. Did I get all the mystery data? Seems like I have. Alright, I'm going to set the controls back. Then I like how it doesn't pause like the Battle Network collection. When you click off the window. Alright, Taurus is easy enough, but I'll go ahead and heal up. Taurus is the fastest. Alright, I'm really liking this Legacy collection. Yeah. I mean, obviously it's just 3 games that I really like. Well, 2 games I really like and Starforce 2, which is okay. I love the boss theme. I love that main theme. Ooh, I want to hear... I generally don't want to be on this arranged. I don't like guitar lead for this song. I think it should be a synth lead. Not that I hate that arranged version, but... Cow monster guy who told me he'd give me powers. I'm noticing that even though they shrunk the font, they didn't change how much text is in each text box, so it's very short lines. There he is. Okay. I've beaten Mr. Bison, so I think this is about as far as I'm going to stream this. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to stream the rest of myself playing this game. I just wanted to have a place to say my initial thoughts about it and not just think them to myself. So that's why I streamed it. But I really like this Legacy Collection. It has a lot of features that I probably don't want to use. Like, you can mess with the screen layout a bunch. That's kind of cool if I turned my monitor sideways. I've got arms, so I could do that if I wanted to. You can change like all this stuff. Oh, I think I might want to move that slightly. Okay. This is probably really good. I'm not a big fan of this stuff, but it's better than like Buster Max mode. I mean, obviously this is effectively Buster Max. This is great. I mean, this had to be here. But this is great. I guess that's fine. Whatever. You can adjust your controls. It's got all sorts of... it's got all sorts of backgrounds. Like, you can do these visual things. I mean, I don't know why you do this. This just makes it look ugly. Like, that's disgusting. Why would you use this? But, I don't know. They put those into all their games, so somebody must like them. I don't like the new icons, but I guess they're cool if you're into that. I don't know. They look a little scratchy. I'm not a big fan of the font they're using or whatever. But the new battle cards look way better than the portraits. There's this. There's voices, which is incredible. Like, that's a lot of effort that they didn't have to do. Although, I turned it off because I'm not a fan of Geo talking every time I press a button in battle. Is that like all the interesting settings? Yeah, all that's great. Obviously, this just being a list is great. That's just built into the game, so you don't have to like go to Rockman EXE Zone. Hopefully, that's all of the codes. How do you get the Oh, okay. That's interesting. You can... These are the special brothers that are just... Didn't realize that special brothers... Oh, that's that's not the Aaron I thought it was going to be. That's like... Is that the Lunar Knights guy? I don't know if there's any way to... How do you... Maybe they put them into here. I'm wondering how you get the special cards. Anyway, I wanted to go to the main menu. Oops. Because, like, there are these bonus cards, and I'm not sure how you actually get them into your game. Maybe you can find them somewhere. Actually, these ones maybe you can find somewhere, because I think these Lunar Knights cards are like a special mission. Don't know how you get Andromeda, though. But yeah, I like this. I didn't buy the Sonya DLC, so no Sonya or the other character. But I do have the pre-order Omega Zeus and Geo. Not that it matters, because like it's just a little model that sits on this screen. I could do a network battle. But I don't feel like it. Yeah, I don't know. It's fun. I like it.